finding my hair.
Let's see. It looks okay. You look beautiful today, Jessica. Oh, you just stuck your tongue out at me.
I did.
And I can see it on screen. I can't see your actual face.
Oh, is anyone here for the shenanigans?
I don't know. Let's
Yep,
see.
you're on.
Yeah, she's on. Was anybody else here?
Probably
Besides
not.
us,
Oh,
yes.
yeah. Lynn,
Charlie is
Connie,
not here
sure.
today.
Why?
Just letting you know.
Linda.
Because Charlie is going to Maine, and I said, well, that does sound like a
lucky
lot
him.
more fun than watching Facebook, so I understand. So, but Charlie sent me an email to tell me he will not be here today.
Oh,
That was thoughtful.
He was.
Yeah.
Charlie's very thoughtful. So, anybody else want to throw in some extra sarcastic comments since Charlie's not here?
You're welcome.
I'm waiting for one of you. You have to step
Hello
up.
from Southern Delaware. Hi, Pat. Texas. 72 degrees, Trisha says.
Ah, Trisha.
It's
72.
46 degrees here, so I'm just
And
saying
sunny.
that's not so bad. It is sunny.
is
It's
sunny.
very
It's
sunny,
beautiful.
which is nice. I think that's part of the problem I have with winter is that it's so dark.
gray.
Even when it's supposed to be light out, it's so dark that you just kind of get like blah.
Blah.
Yeah,
And and if it's a sunny, snowy day, it's beautiful.
yeah,
As
exactly.
long as you're not going anywhere.
Yeah, as long as you don't have to
Even if
drive.
you have to, our roads are fine up here in winter.
Yeah, but I don't want to drive
Yeah, who
because
wants
I don't
to
trust
go?
how other people drive.
Oh, cold Minnesota, Connie says.
Oh, I'm sure it is. I think Minnesota's
Minnesota.
known for being cold, isn't it?
Minnesota.
Shelley, 72 today.
Shelly, I'm
42
glad you're here.
42 tomorrow, though.
Yeah, well, we're getting snow tomorrow, so it's so much
Right.
better. Good morning. Hello. Welcome back. Welcome to the final Facebook of the year.
Yeah, that's
we are
right.
not closed. I just want to
No.
reiterate that. The orders will be shipping. I will be around. The ladies will be here. We're just not doing Facebook for 2 weeks because it's Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve. And also, in case anybody didn't know or forgot, I'm Jessica. Just wanted to let you know. I realize that throughout the year I forget to introduce myself, and as new people come in, they probably have no idea. So here I am on the last video of the year.
Yeah.
I'm Jess. That's what everyone calls me.
You've been watching all year long.
If you've been watching all year long and didn't know, that's my
It's
name.
Jessica.
And fun fact, it's not really that fun, but I don't know how else to say it. Boring fact, I don't ever introduce myself as Jess, even though 99% of people call me that, because no one ever calls me by my full name, because I was scarred once in college by introducing myself as Jess, finally just saying, that's what I like to be called. I'm Jess. Beth? No, Jess. Tess? Forget it, I'm Jessica, because you can't confuse Jessica with, like, there's no Bethica, you know.
Tessica.
So, Tessica.
Oh, Shelley wants us to have a party today.
Well, we had a party. Was it a party? It was a dinner.
We did.
We had
We
a
had
dinner.
fun.
We don't really party. I'm kind of old.
And we're
I'm a
older.
partier.
We're older.
But we did go out to dinner, and I got home, and I had my leftovers, which I had planned on eating the next day. I was very excited about it. And Eric is looking around the kitchen. You know that man thing where they're opening every cabinet like something new is going to happen. I'm like, what you doing, honey? Oh, I'm still hungry. So I was like, I'll offer him my leftovers. He'll say no. Because he doesn't love chicken marsala. Like, he likes it, but he doesn't love it. And then I'll still have it. And then I'll still be the good guy. And I was like, oh, I have some leftovers. Oh, yeah? Took the box, and that was the end of it. And I never got my
Shaver
leftovers.
did the same thing.
I was trying so hard. I was just trying to be nice. And then he ate my damn
She
chicken
was
marsala.
invited to come with us.
He was invited to come, but he was being a turd. So, you know. So, enough about that. Funny thing, I got an email the other day from Helene who said that Facebook suggested Eric as a friend for her. His name gets mentioned enough that he's now a friend suggestion for all of you. I don't know why. She's like, Facebook thought I should be friends with Eric. I don't even want to be friends with them sometimes, so I don't know why. But today, because I am unprepared. Actually, I'm not totally unprepared. I have a lot of stuff written down. Because I thought, since this is our last Facebook of the year, since it's kind of our end of year, we would talk about this last year, do like a little recap and see where everything is at by the end of the year. And then maybe we can do this again next year and we can see how things have changed and hopefully change in the positive way. That's, what we're hoping. So I just went through and just grabbed a bunch of random information, and then I have some things to show you, and hopefully you'll chime in and give me your favorites. I'm going to do some favorites, and maybe you guys can have some favorites too, and some, we don't have to say our non-favorites. I already we'll leave the cork alone.
Yeah,
but but I think we all had some favorites this year, and it's hard to pick sometimes, but you know, we'll talk about some things. So our group, I looked at some of our numbers. Our group is up to 1249. And do you remember when we were like, let's hit 500?
Yeah.
We're giving something away at 500.
And now let's hit 1,000. And now we're at almost 1250, which is awesome. And there's a lot of new people that keep joining the group, a lot of new names. So it's exciting. It means we're expanding our group. We're reaching out to other people. YouTube. I have little goals in my head, and I was like, by the end of the year, I want to hit a certain number. And I haven't hit that number, which is fine. It's totally fine. But I am at 7965. I couldn't get 35 more people just right before today just to hit 8,000 even. I like those even marks.
The year's not over.
The year's not over. I better get 35 by the end of the year. So I'm just saying. So if you're watching
your
this
friends.
on YouTube, please subscribe. Please hit the little subscribe, and you can hit the notification bell if you want to, because here we are every Friday. Speaking of Fridays, do you know, I'll let you guys guess, okay? How many Facebook Lives, including today, did we do in 2021? And just so you know, there were 53 Fridays in this year. We got an extra Friday somewhere.
I'm going to say 48.
48, including today?
50.
Right in the middle, 49. That's funny. I didn't tell them that. So including today. So that means we missed the first, which was a Friday, because obviously it was a holiday. And then we'll miss the 2 at the end, and we had that Wi-Fi issue one day. So I think, or no, there was 2 days. So it's 48. You were right.
I was right.
It's 48. My math is lacking. It's 48. No. You get to come back and keep working. Yay! So that was all a big lie. So 48, which I think is pretty good. 48 out of 53 weeks.
That's awesome.
You know? Were they all educational? No. Were they all entertaining? Yeah. So, you know, I think we did our job, because I am just here for entertainment, and also Starbucks, which they still won't send me gift cards.
Keep asking.
Look, I got my Mary and Bray. I am all Starbucks all the time, and they won't send me things, but that's okay. Let's see, what else do we want to talk about?
Cindy's got a question on a bag.
Go ahead.
Cindy says, on the Alice bag, when you are trimming up the front, do you trim off a 1/4 inch from the top or from the bottom?
I'm sorry, I really wasn't prepared for that one.
I think somebody had asked that yesterday.
Yeah, somebody had just asked that in the group. Can I answer you later on that one? Because I can't really think off the top of my head about that. I really wasn't prepared for that one. When I do a bag like that has seams, I just try to make sure that they match. So I trim the front and the back evenly. I don't really think that it matters if it's from the top or the bottom. But I can double check and answer you if you want to send me an email. It would probably be a little bit easier than trying to randomly come up with an idea here. Okay, hold on. Now I'm distracted. Okay. So I wrote, and it's not really right. Well, it's kind of hard. So I released 7 patterns this year, which I think is pretty good.
That's good.
Yeah.
2 of which were free. So you guys, and I know you loved it. You got the daybreak. This was free. So I didn't write a pattern, but I made a pattern and then made a video. So it's not like a pattern, but I mean, it's there.
It's a free pattern.
It's a free pattern, and there is a very short written tutorial just to give you information. And then I also put out there the market tote, which was an old pattern that I revised, and then I did the 4-part series on my YouTube channel and on the Janome channel. So those were free. And then we also had, I gather everything and then just throw it on the floor. Let's see, in order, we had Fiona. Okay. Now remember these, because you're going to have to pick a favorite. Okay. Fiona.
I know what my favorite is already, so.
I know what your favorite was too. We had Rue, and I pulled this one too because I kind of forget about this one. I love this one.
That one came
I
out.
love this. I love this cork with the laser cut.
Yep.
So next was Rue, and then Sammy. Or maybe Sammy was first. I might already be out of order. Who cares? I can do whatever I want. Sammy was first, then Rue. You're correct. Sammy.
That's
my
right,
little
yes, we
Sammy.
made the Sammy first.
Then we had Aria, which I am still carrying. And then just recently, Teddy. So this is hard. It's hard to choose because I like all the patterns. But
Me too.
I think my favorite right now is going to be Aria because I'm carrying it and I really, really like the convenience of the credit card pockets and everything. I do I'm still trying to transition my brain out of just carrying a wallet. So sometimes I forget to open the middle part and I just use the flap on the front because I'm so used to I had that Sammy for like months and I just had that. So now I'm like, oh yeah, there is an inside. There's stuff in there. But I've been using that and I've been using Daybreak. So I've been using both of those. And yes, for those of you from the retreat, I am still carrying my Halloween Daybreak. I still have not made myself a new one. We'll see. We'll try and do that. So those... Aria, very closely followed by Daybreak. For me, those are my favorites. What are your favorites? And what are your favorites? Just this year alone, out of those. Do you have a favorite?
I like the Sammy because it holds a lot.
Marlene likes Sammy. So, because you're carrying yours still, aren't
Not
you?
Right now,
Not right now. But you were for a while.
Well, I was until I made Lola, and then then I put Sammy aside, and now I switched over to my Coach bag.
Marlene had her Sammy, then she had her Lola, so you know.
Fancy.
And Lola was just from last year. So Lola, I mean,
Lola
it's
was
close
good,
enough.
But it was the sunflower, so I kind of felt like I needed to
It's
put
time
it
for
away.
winter. Absolutely. Barb.
Rue.
And guess what? Rue is your favorite too, because I looked at pattern downloads.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Rue has all of them beat by almost 3 times.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
my
unbelievable
new
amount. So, and I still have not made myself a Rue to carry.
You won't use
Merry
it.
Christmas.
You won't use it. It's not her kind of bag, because it's not you.
No, I'm going to make one.
So,
I gotta finish mine
let's see
because
here.
I'm still carrying my springy one.
yes, you do.
I'll make
I know.
one.
I know.
It's
Well,
half
I
made.
still...
I have to just finish it.
I'm carrying an REI I made in the fall that looks very spring.
Yes.
With a wallet that I
need
made
a
in the
new
fall that is Halloween. So I'm all
You need to make
discombobulated.
yourself a new
I need a whole new set that's like, not
You can make it
spring and
matchy-matchy.
Halloween. I don't usually do matchy-matchy. You know, I
don't
used
like
to, but I
matchy-matchy.
don't anymore. I used to be very much about matchy-matchy. Now, I'm not. But like Ginny, I know every time she makes a bag, makes a Diva wallet to match. And that was me. I would do that. Every time I made a bag, I'd make a wallet to match. Now I'm like, I'll get around to it. I'll use this one. I'll keep switching them out. And then I switch one and then I switch the other and they never
My new
match.
thing is to make the chapstick holder to match.
Yes, Barb never made a chapstick holder, even though I had talked about it like over a year ago. And she finally made one when I reminded you guys of quick gifts.
Now I've made them for all my bags.
Now you're making
To
a bunch
match.
of them.
To match, so they're matchy
They're
matchy.
matchy.
So,
boy.
I went on to YouTube because I wanted to see like kind of what were the favorite videos. Unfortunately, and I'm sure there's a way to do it, but I didn't look. I didn't look at what was the favorite like this year. Overall, the #1 video is still the recessed zipper and zippered pocket tutorial. There's 126,000 views on this video
Isn't that crazy?
that I didn't even put that much thought in. I was just like, let me just make this video to answer questions. So it's still funny. But #4, because some of them were like the tutorials that I know had come out the year before. #4, which is definitely from this year, is Daybreak. So Daybreak has been really, really popular. And I've had a few people tell me it's their favorite wallet. And it's funny because it's so flat, but it holds so much stuff. It holds more than you even think it would.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard to get stuff out when you put too much in there. I was trying to get change out the other day and I was like, hold on, I know it's in here. But it really does hold a lot and it's quick. So Daybreak, #4 on YouTube, but to me, that's #1 this year, because it was
like
definitely,
4 or 5 people just say Daybreak.
A little funny story about Daybreak. Am I moving or is my phone vibrating? Sometimes you move and your phone moves. I'm good.
I pet the dog yesterday and my watch told me, did you fall? We need to call 911. I'm like, I just pet the darn dog.
I did not fall down. I can get up. I'm good.
Good to know because the dogs are low, unlike me.
No, he was on the couch next to me.
So, little funny background on Daybreak. I was in the studio just messing around one day and thinking of something. I wanted to do something for free. I wanted to just put out like a free, pattern. And I had a totally different concept in mind. I was playing around with something that I still haven't finished that will be something someday. And I was playing around. I was sending pictures to my mom. That's what I do when I'm in the middle of I'm like, what do you think of this? What do you think of that? And we both liked it, but I wasn't feeling super enthusiastic. Like I liked it, but I was like, meh, I don't love it. I don't even know why, but one Saturday out of nowhere, I'm like, I want to make this wallet. I have this wallet idea in my head. I don't know why. Because as we talked about, I have a lot of wallet patterns, more than I ever thought that I would need. I have like 6 of them. So I started playing around and I sent her a picture and she was like, yep, I love that. Why? Like, why that random day? I just wanted to make a wallet and that's how Daybreak happened. It was not planned. Yes. If I can find it. What did I do with it?
You threw it across the room.
Thanks, Marlene. So,
here's the Daybreak again, Donna.
Pocket on the back, pocket in the middle, snap, credit cards. Easy. You need a snap, and it doesn't have to be that kind, a magnetic snap, and a zipper, and that's it. And cork, vinyl, leather, anything that doesn't fray. We've had quite a few people in the group making them out of like thin leather and vinyl and like kind of experimenting, but I mean, they're so easy. So easy to make. This is the only thing that Barb accomplished at her last retreat, isn't it? That you got done start to finish. When you're really busy and distracted, at least you know you can get that done.
Exactly. I laugh. I can see why your recess zipper video is so popular, because this is about the third person that said, I've watched it about 10 times.
Yeah, all those views, half of them are repeat.
So here's another thing. Since we're talking about all these things,
That's funny.
and I love knowing like backgrounds and histories of things. I had just started the YouTube channel. The only thing I had put on it were some Facebook Lives because it was new. And I'm sitting here one day, this was before I started working for my husband again, so I had free time. I shipped the orders and I'm sitting in the office and I'm thinking, I just got another email asking me a question about a zippered pocket, and I'm trying to explain it on paper with pictures. Now I'm trying to explain it in an email, and sometimes it's hard. Your words and my words, they might mean the same thing, but we're saying it differently. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to try this and see how it works. I'm going to set up the iPad, see if I can make this video. I don't really know how to edit a video. We'll see what happens. And I just threw it together really quick. And I was making the Abby samples because I had just done the smaller version of Abby. So I was playing around with it anyway. And I'm like, well, I have the pieces. Perfect time to do it. Let me just try messing around. And I uploaded it. I had no intention of anything except to say, if you're having a problem with either of these, go watch this video. It was just to send people in that direction. I can't tell you how many people comment on that video and email me and tell me thank you. People comment on it and go, this actually makes sense. So I'm glad that it does. It's a weird process. The whole thing is weird whenever you get involved with zippers, but it was just a very innocent intention, and now it's the most popular video on my channel. Which, see, this is why I tell you guys, sometimes you don't think it's going to be like your best idea. Try it anyway. Who cares? Yeah. Try it anyway. You might think, oh, this is not something people are going to want. People don't want a tote bag pattern, tourist tote bag, still selling
exactly.
it. People still haven't even seen it.
Popularity.
I didn't look at that one, but we still sell the tourist tote bag and the Diva wallet pattern to this day to brand new customers. And when Pat said to me in 2012, 11, could you do a simple tote bag pattern? I'm like, for what? People get them for free. People have to. No one's gonna want this. That's a stupid pattern. Oh, and then I ate my words. Sorry, Pat, you were right. And still popular.
Yeah, well,
so
Stephanie sells.
Just because you don't think you should try it, that means you really should try it. So let's see here. Oh, in total, because I was looking at this too, I did 17 tutorials. So my YouTube channel, if you're not on there, has, all of our Facebook Fridays, but there's 17 tutorials just from this year, 7 of which were full pattern walkthroughs. So it's not as many as I had wanted to get done this year. I kind of lost steam at the end of this year just from everything else we were trying to get done. But 7, so next year, let's make the goal 14 more. Like, double it. I got a whole year because I didn't start doing the full tutorials until June, like end of June. And then I'm not doing them consistently. Again, somebody needs to fire me from working here because that's my problem.
I'll fire you.
Thank you. I'm fired.
You're
Sorry,
fired.
Eric. I'm fired.
I'll text Eric right now and said she was so insubordinate I had to let her go.
I don't work here anymore.
Made an executive decision.
Exactly.
So before we get into favorites, I wanted to just show you, we got 2 new colors of waterproof canvas in, and I almost forgot. I just wanted to show you. And I also made something that has nothing to do with sewing that I wanted to show you. So I forgot because I finally got them cut. I had to roll them onto rolls to get them cut. So we've expanded.
Yeah. Pretty.
We have teal and we have red.
Yeah.
My favorite. But look at, and this is not planned because these have nothing to do with each other.
Oh my God.
Teal zipper.
Perfect.
And the red zipper.
The red zipper.
Yep.
No, I had those before. I had nothing to do with this company, but I just thought it was pretty cool. So we do have 2 new colors. They're on the website. I just wanted to let y'all know that.
Thank you for sharing.
And let you know that. So there you go. I forgot to tell them too. I have not been here much this week. I went to 2 Christmas get-togethers this week, and then I stayed home because I was playing with my laser engraver, and I was making ornaments.
And
they're not done, but yeah, this is what I've been doing all week.
Oh,
the
the
finished one.
through the snow.
I don't
That's
have,
what's on mine.
I don't
Wasn't it?
have
The dashing
any of the
through the
finished
snow.
ones. I have pictures. If you want to see pictures, I can show
They're
you a
really
picture.
cute.
Because I gave you guys ornaments and I gave some yesterday, so I don't have any finished ones, but I've been decorating them. So it's been me and my laser and my hot glue gun for like 2 days. So, you know, more things. And my husband, he's so sweet. He looks at the finished ones. I got them done for Barb and Marlene before we had dinner the other night. And he goes, honey, those are really nice. You should sell those. I said, yes, the 15th of December. Great time to start promoting items for sale for Christmas.
Yeah.
So maybe next year. But yeah, so that's what I was doing at home. And my dogs do not understand what the laser is. They're a little like, what's that weird noise? Because Eric says it sounds like machines in a hospital. Like it sounds like those, and then you hear because it vibrates on the table. My younger dog, who's not very smart, is very confused.
Katie wants to confirm we do have pink waterproof canvas.
We have hot pink waterproof
Yes,
canvas.
we do.
We have hot pink. We have coral. We have aqua. We have
Lime.
teal and red. We have lime, ivory, silver, and we don't have any of the dark colors.
Periwinkle.
Periwinkle. Thank you, Marlene. Because periwinkle was the closest to purple because I don't really like their purple. We'll deal with that later. So, Otter Text, if you want to throw out a nicer purple, I'd be happy about that. All right. So, enough about numbers. Let's talk about favorite stuff. Because I have some favorites, and I've also seen what some of your favorites are, and I want to know what your favorites are and yours. Okay, we're gonna talk about some things today. All right. So
Under the gun, Mar.
listen, I'm kind of winging it too because I change my mind about what my favorite is constantly. So if you have one, and I know there's 48 now to go through. Favorite Facebook Friday.
Oh, geez.
Now I looked because Facebook is hard to get correct analytics. They don't make it easy.
Yeah.
But YouTube, according to YouTube, the HD9 talk, my Janome machine talk back in June, was one of the highest watched. Now, that has nothing to do with you guys watching on Facebook. It's just the YouTube, views, but I can't really get them accurately from Facebook. I think, because a lot of you have said so, I think a lot of you enjoyed last week's color theory. That seemed to be very, very popular, and I like that one. My personal favorite, I love doing pattern releases. I love because I'm so excited to show you something new because I keep them a secret, so I get excited. I love doing those, and like just I don't know, it's exciting. It's brand new. Sometimes you guys haven't even seen them, so it's like this fun reaction to see them or to see the samples when they're like, oh. Those are always fun. I love the questions. I love our like free for all Fridays when you guys just ask me random questions. Those are fun. But I think my favorite from this entire year was the 2-part talk on selling bags. It was, it's not something I talk about a lot. It's not something I get to talk about a lot because it's not what I do. I write patterns. I sell, supplies. I don't get to talk about that part of my life that was so long ago. And so many of you seem to really enjoy that. I had comments from people outside of us, like outside of our like bag making world, like a friend of mine who makes jewelry, who I have her earrings on again. I keep hearing them dangling. They're dingling. They're dingling, jingling. I'm going to drink more coffee. Hold on. She just started her jewelry business this year and, and I didn't even know she watched. I didn't even know she ever watched any of my videos. And she emailed me and was like, oh my God, like, thank you for saying what you said. Like, it made me feel justified and like want to do stuff. And that makes me happy. That makes me so incredibly happy when I can do something that makes you guys inspired or makes you feel like you can do something, that's my goal. It's the teacher part of me that is like, you know, do it. You're okay. You can do it. You know, I don't have children, so I encourage you guys. You're my family. You're my little children. I want to tell you everything's going to be good. Try it. And so I think that was probably my favorite one. And it went on for 2 weeks. 2 weeks we talked about it. Do you guys have anything that comes to mind? I mean, and my science experiments that never go well, those are always fun too. I know Pat Hale enjoys those.
Yeah, those are fun.
We'll find more to do. We'll find more of those next year for sure. Which that reminded me of something. If we have a few minutes, I got something else in I want to grab. So I might have Marlene grab it for me. Anything else that comes to mind?
I like when you did the experiments and you've got the, you know, the product edge coat and
product testing.
Right.
We use that very, very loosely.
Right.
Edge coat was fun, and I do want to play with that more because I feel like I didn't give it enough time, you know, and playing more with like the Oda coat. And then somebody told me about another product, which is another type of Oda coat kind of a product. So there will be more of that. And Pat, I'm going to do my best to get you a white coat just so you're happy. I'll get the goggles. I'm going to try my best just to make Pat Hale happy. So so let's see here. Let's see. What else? Oh, we'd actually, something else new that came in. And I think these are some of my favorites too. Zippers. Not Marlene's favorite. Okay. So when we first started carrying zippers in the very beginning, basic. All basic.
Oh, yeah.
Black, white, gray.
Yep.
We expanded into a little bit of color. Then we got a ton of color. And I'm not going to say I didn't put thought into it, but I just wanted to get all the colors, and I just kind of was like, get a pink, get a yellow, get it, you know. So now, as I've been filling in the gaps of what we've been missing, has been really fun because I take my time and I very carefully pick colors, and I check cork and I check everything. We got 4 colors of zippers in this year. I don't know if you realize. I kept thinking it was 2. We got 4. We got the mint.
Yep,
we got the coral. We got the cadet. And we got wine.
Yeah.
Wine, we have definitely been missing, so super excited to get that. The cadet is pretty. That mint and coral, though, I love them. I love them. So those are probably my favorites. Yes, I know.
With the silver.
Favorites. On the website, favorite color tape, go ahead and guess.
black with gunmetal.
Black.
Yeah,
It didn't tell me teeth color, but black.
Yeah.
Black is number 1. And number 1 cork color.
Black.
Yep. Yeah. The number 1 color of
We
cork.
got more in.
Black. So that's obviously a favorite. You got to call it a favorite. I got it in from like every vendor we have just to keep bringing it in. We have such a pile of black right now. It makes me happy. It's not going to last long. It never does. You look and all of a sudden it's down, down, down. But it was black cork was our number 1 product sale. Number 1 across the board, and number 1 cork color because it goes with everything. You can't go wrong with black, you know.
Yep.
You can use it by itself, keep it simple, like, you know, leather. You can mix it in. So that was our number 1.
Maybe we can make black cork mini skirts.
There you go. You can use it as clothing if you want to. I'm probably not, but I'll let Marlene do that. So since we're on the cork subject, and I have,
Can I ask a quick question?
Yes.
Can you tell what was the most popular print?
Did I write it down? That's the next question.
Was it sunflower?
Oh, I forgot to look. I know. I did not look. I will. I will find out.
I'm curious to know,
because I think I know which one, but I'm not sure. So it was January 27th of last year. So it's almost been a full year that a nice man named Jose, who might be watching or might not, I don't know, emailed me from Portugal.
If he watches.
And he never comments, but he does watch. I don't know if he watches on YouTube or on Facebook. I'm not sure.
Okay.
But Jose sent me this email, this very nice email, and basically said, I have cork prints that will change your life. And I was like, I don't know if we really need them. And 967 cork prints later. We have so many cork prints that I don't know. I can't even count them because they keep coming in and out. We can't remember them all. And I have to name them, and that's the hardest part. I just grabbed a handful of some of my favorites, your favorites, your favorites from this year. So we'll just look at some of them because it's fun.
I love that.
The green floral.
Love it.
I just made my mom her Christmas present out of this. She picked it out. She doesn't know what the finished product looks like, but she picked it out. This was another one of those that I just kept looking at and then not getting it. And once I got it in, I kicked myself for not doing it sooner. Green floral is fairly new, but has been popular. The plaid. I love this. This was a customer suggestion, and I think it was Sue, I think. She's going to correct me if it's not. I think it was Sue that had said, have you ever seen this print? I would love to get it, and I got it, and I love it. It feels like it's metallic, but it's not. Like, it feels like some of that could be gold. But then it has like this aqua color in it, but it's not, I don't know, it's not so bold. Like, you could mix this with anything, and it would not, you could mix this with any color because it's so neutral. But I just love this one. There's something very fall about that I like. Sue Smith, 2 good options here.
That's my new Rue bag, the other one.
Flourish and Tapestry.
Tapestry is my new Rue bag.
Flourish. Holy shnikes. This has been popular. Because I can't say the real word I want to say. You know what it is. Sue, you did great. Okay, I'm going to tell you, when this one came in, I was like, meh, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't love it. I don't hate it. I don't know. This one fell in love with. This one, it took me about a day or two of just looking at it and playing with it. In love with it. Completely obsessed with it. This one, wow. You guys are obsessed with this one. And I'll tell you in a minute how I know that you're obsessed with that one. I'm going to say the Barb's favorite. Marlene's not favorite, but that's okay. Now, let me tell you about Garden Bloom. Barb and I were at a show a long time ago when we were normal people, and Barb saw a booth with a bag in it, and she was like, look at this cork. We tried. We looked everywhere. I could not find this cork. I was like, it's super cool, but I can't find it anywhere. I asked the person who had it. I was trying to like subtly get information. It's not that she was keeping secrets. I don't think she really knew. She was like, oh yeah, I don't know. So then a lovely man named Jose emailed me, and I was like, let me ask him, because I didn't see it. And I said, do you have this? He goes, yes. and so now we have a lot of it. We ordered, this is the first print ever that I ordered an entire roll. I usually order bits and pieces. I ordered a whole roll, and it's going down quick. We've done a few kits out of this. This one, Barb's favorite. I love it. I just think it's fun. I love that it goes with everything. And then the laser cut. I love the laser cut. I really do. I think it's fun. It's, it's a little thick. It's not quite 27 inches, but, for the problem child that it is, I love it. Pretty. I do. This one, I'm going to say is your favorite because you did pick it out.
It is.
Dandelions, and you guys love the dandelion. This was one of those that it never caught my eye. I saw it when I would be looking at prints, but it never really struck me. And then in May, when we did, it was May or was it June?
I don't remember.
Whichever Cork club, we all picked one. And Marlene picked this one, and I was like, all right, it's subtle, it's nice, let's see. You guys were obsessed with it, to the point that I would get very sad emails if we sold out, like, are you going to get it back? Yes. So that one has been very popular. And sunflowers. A lot of these were because of you guys wanting them. You saw a sunflower print that Lisa posted. We found a sunflower print. We also bought a whole roll of this because it's been super popular. And this is one. We were all talking about this. This one shocked us all. The houses. It's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. But I didn't think it was going to be that popular. But sometimes you really don't know. But when you have something like Flourish, which is very simple in color. There's only a few colors. So popular. Is this going to be popular? And you get something with every color in the rainbow. And I can't keep this one in stock. I have ordered it so many times just to try and make sure that we have enough of it. It's crazy. And these are just some of the prints. There are so many. I literally cannot even count. We started small batch this year, which we've had some that never came back, some that went to the permanent page. We have some on there now. We had some Christmas prints. We've done a lot of Cork prints. And if you asked me way back when I first started selling Cork, I would have told you I'm never getting prints. Why would I want prints? I use bright colored fabric. I use printed fabric. I don't need prints. And then all of a sudden I fell in love with the prints, and now I want to make every bag strictly out of Cork, and I don't want to use fabric. So that's how things go.
Katie said that she thinks that what makes some of the prints popular is being able to match a lot of Cork solids and match fun zippers and pulls.
Absolutely, yes. That's the thing, is that sometimes when you get like tapestry, when you get a cork like this that only has a few colors and you're limited, let's say that you are not an orange or a teal person. You're like, I can't get on board with this one. But this one, I want purple, Marlene wants red, Barb wants blue. It all goes, so it kind of, more people are, gravitate. You're absolutely right, but we just never know. And the house cork, it came in unexpectedly the day of a virtual retreat. I opened it and everybody in the retreat was like, oh, it's so pretty. I ordered some and then we have never stopped ordering it. And that was back in June. So you just never know. Let's see here. What other?
How many virtual retreats have we done?
4. We did 4. And I never thought I would do 1. And we did 1 in person.
And we did 1 in person too.
So Barb had 2 this year.
Yep.
That were not, that I didn't have anything to do with. Then Barb helped me do 1. And then we did 4 virtual retreats, which if you would have told me I was going to do that, I would have told you were nuts.
Yeah.
And you guys asked for it. I was winging it because I didn't really know what I was doing or if it was actually going to go well. I kind of figured after the first one, we're done. That's it. Nope. Good. And now everybody wants dates for next year, which I still don't have, but I will get them. So 4 virtual retreats, 1 in person. We already have 2 in person set up for next year. We still have 3 spots left for January. If someone's interested, it's not on the website, so you'd have to email me. And we have a few spots left for March, but holy cow, like just the fact that I get to go to a retreat and I'm hosting it. It's very weird. It's a very weird thing, but it's exciting. So I don't do hardware favorites just because, I love them all depending on the bags. But we brought in 2 new pieces of hardware this year that I have fallen in love with that I said I would never, ever, ever bring in. Rivets and grommets. And I am, my favorite thing right now is rivets. I love my rivet set, my rivet press. I have 2 of them because I have 2 hands, so I have 2 rivet presses. I love rivets. We just got in more rivets. We're restocking. I've always liked them, but I've tried to convince myself I didn't because I was like, we're not going to carry rivets. It's not a thing. It's not something we need to do. But being here and changing up the business,
it's never something.
Everything we get. Because when we were at shows and I was traveling and I was teaching so much, they didn't make sense because now I have to explain to you while I'm explaining other things like, well, you would want to get a rivet setter. Well, what kind? Well, here's what I have. So it was just something that I was like, I don't think we're ever going to do rivets. Now I am obsessed.
Katie's making an apron with some rivets on it.
Really?
I wonder what kind
of
an apron.
I want to see what it looks like.
See pictures.
I want to know what an apron with rivets looks like.
Is the seam ripper on order?
Oh, the seam rippers just came in. I just have to update the website. Seam rippers did come in, and 4-in-1 tools came in. I'm going to update that later. The 4-in-1 tools, couldn't get those for months on end. Now I have some.
It's been a while, yeah.
It's been a long time. It's been a very long time. And I'm also really loving the grommets that we got in.
Yeah,
they're
I like
just
them. They're nice.
It's just something fun. And that goes right along with the roux, which obviously you guys like grommets because let me tell you, the number one altogether piece of hardware that we sold this year, roux hardware kits.
Really?
Really?
Wow.
Because we sold so many patterns. It was such a popular pattern.
Yeah.
Who would have thought the bucket bag, I don't know why, but that was really, really popular. But yeah, the roux hardware kit.
Katie said, let's see, the straps on the apron are leather. Hang on. And the apron has waterproof trim and rivets.
Wow.
I think. No, that was somebody else.
Behind the desk, there's you'll see a ruler in a packet that's purple. Like some random mail. It's not in a box. It's probably underneath. I forgot I got a couple things in this week that I wanted to show you guys.
Nancy says throw a grommet on the apron for the tie.
There you go. Do you see it?
What are you looking for?
It's right where you were looking, Mar. It might be underneath the boxes. I'm gonna make her crazy.
Here, is it?
You don't have to. She already is.
Wait a minute, over here.
Got it. I probably moved it and forgot. Just making Marlene crazy.
Stitchy sticks?
Yes, and there's also they're taped to a piece of cardboard. 2 little rulers. Sorry guys, I got distracted. I got my video studio this year. which,
that's
you know,
right,
very
yeah.
exciting, very exciting. Waited a long time. Well, I can't say a long time. I haven't had YouTube long enough to say a long time, but I waited and I got a video studio.
That nice pressing station.
I got that
there.
awesome pressing station
exactly.
from Tracy at TNT.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, it's so pretty. It's going to make me sad when it gets dirty because it's still so nice and crisp right now.
Just recover it.
I will. I know. A couple of other number ones, and then I want to show you some things that I got this week. This is really odd. One of our top sellers, 1/2-inch swivel hooks.
Oh my God.
You know, it's like they're not necessarily for any pattern.
No.
But people
buy
love
them
them,
like
and they
crazy.
buy a lot of them at once. And I'm going to let you guys guess. In terms of quantity, okay, which do you think we sold more, Decoville or Decorbant? Just this year.
Decoville.
You're right. But only by like a yard and a
Not
half.
much,
By like
yeah.
a yard and a half.
Probably because
But
of lack of supply.
lack of supply. And thank you for being patient. We do still have Decoville. I will double check the listing because sometimes we run out online. And we still have full bolts if you're still
Yeah.
interested. And the number one kit. I'm going to let you get
Oh my goodness.
so many options. Do you want a hint?
Is it Daybreak?
Daybreak.
Okay, Daybreak. Yes. What Cork?
The flourish with
Flourish.
Yep. Flourish
dots.
flourish
Yeah,
with
with
dots.
dots.
This
Yep.
one, number one Daybreak kit. And it was the
know,
number
I
one
made-
kit.
Made a ton of them.
Yes. And because the magnetic snaps were included in the kit, the magnetic snaps didn't come up on like my high numbers,
yeah.
but we all know we went through a lot of magnetic
Yeah.
snaps
Yeah.
this year because they're just the way that they're kind of included together. So, those were all my favorites. If you have a favorite pattern or a favorite cork or a favorite Facebook or, you know, anything, throw them out there. I'd love to know what your favorites were. You have a question for me?
You figured that?
Yes.
Bobby wants to know, she bought the 8mm rivets. Which rivet setter do you prefer using for them?
Bobby. Oh, yeah.
Why you're thinking of that barbed wire?
Yes.
She bought about 100 swivel hooks for all of
Yeah, she probably, oh, that's right. That's right. She did for all of her little boxy pouches. Okay. So, you know, hot debate here on the rivet setters.
Right.
I've told you this before. I don't pick sides. I love both of them. When I set rivets, I do tend to use the Gold Star more. I do use the Gold Star for the rivets because there's something about the dies that I like better, even though I like the cam snap setter better for other things. So if I was only doing rivets and that was the only thing I was concerned about, I would stick with my Gold Star and I use the 8mm, they're 8mm rivets. I use the 8mm dies. If you're using cam snap, they recommend you go up a size. So cam snap would recommend you would use the 9mm. You know, I know it's rivet setters and Gold Star and all that is a very hot topic right at the moment that I am not getting involved in, and neither are you, not here. But that's probably my number one choice. I like how Cam Snap does the rivets, but it's not my favorite. So I ordered, and I forgot that I ordered, obviously. Do you know what these are?
No.
You don't have a clue?
Hold it up.
Okay. I'm not going to hold it for you guys yet. Do these look like anything?
Either
They're
some
for
kind
the
of a ruler.
They're for zippers.
So a lot of you, because I actually found her because of
we
you.
Make the little rectangle.
Lauren Mormino from More Mino. If you're new to that, it's More, M-O-R-E, me, M-E-K-N-O-W. That's the name of her company based off of her last name, which is Mormino, spelled differently. Long story. I'm not going to tell her story for her. But she has a YouTube channel. She has a group. I'm in the group, the So Whatever group. I think it's her that sings her little theme on YouTube.
Really?
And I'm not going to sing it. It's bad. It's cute. And she says, let's just so whatever. So I'm not gonna put effort in because it's not good anyway. But she has these zipper rulers that she has talked about. And every time this girl puts these things out there, they sell out. And so the other day I was like, I'm going to
gotta
look.
have one.
I want one because I don't have one. And so I ordered two. And she actually had more than one color in stock. I was very excited. It was very hard to choose.
Are those the only two sizes?
These are the only two sizes. And I do different size zippers, but these are so cool.
Yeah.
So there's measurements up here, and then this is the 10-inch, so you have the whole, I'm throwing numbers out there. Yes, this is 10-inch, just making sure. And I think this is, okay, so this is an inch. So you can place this up at the top. Right. You have your inch measurement. You draw in here so you don't have to keep measuring and making your zippered pockets. So here's a 10-inch zipper. And then this is 7? Yes, 7. They're really well made. They're cute acrylic. They come in different colors, and she's always got different ones available. But every time somebody posts in the group that the rulers are out, they're gone. And I just happened to luck out, so I said, if I'm ordering, I'm getting them both. And I mean, right? This one's really thick. Because what do you need? A minimum 1/4 of an inch thickness? I haven't used them yet, but I mean, they're so cool. And I mean, look at, she says, let's just sew whatever, her website. I'll hold it up. Just
very nice.
I mean,
they could be a decoration.
There's a bunch of different colors.
As a light switch.
Or light switch, you know. But how cute are they? Yeah. So I was like, you know what? I want to be part of the cool kids, and I want one of these. And
we got to be part of the.
You got to be part of the. Listen, you guys by association because you borrow all my stuff, so we're all part of the cool kids.
Oh, there you go.
You know. I love to support other small businesses, and I don't know Lauren. I've never met her. I probably will never meet her, but she seems really cool. So Lauren, we're best friends. You just don't know it. You seem really awesome. And she has a 1-year-old, and the amount of stuff that this girl puts out with a 1-year-old blows my mind. It makes me feel like a slug. Like, honest to God.
I was just told that you need to put a purple one out with So Many Creations logo on it.
I can't do that. I can't steal someone else's idea. First of all, it's wrong. Second of all, she's awesome. And third, go to her website and buy them before they sell out. Seriously. I think these are super cold. They're super cold. Cool. They're so cool that they're cold. More me no.
Moremeno.com.
So I had to buy them. And then, last but not least,
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, so do I. So
I see it's gypsy, so I can.
Here's the most random thing I've ever bought in my life.
She has zipper pulls too.
Yes, she does. Most random buy of my entire life. So long ago that I don't even remember. And I wish that I had thought about it this morning and pulled up the picture. I was on Instagram scrolling around.
Oh, sold out of that big one.
Just scrolling around, and I saw a post by Keepsake Quilting that said something along the line of something for pins. It had something to do with pins. And I'm looking at this picture going, this doesn't look like it has anything to do with pins. So I think the caption was wrong, but I was like, well, that's interesting. I'm going to order these things and see what they are. And I can't get them out of the packaging. I don't know what they are. I don't know why I ordered them. I waited like 3 months for them to come in, and I think I spent $50 on them, and I don't know why. So these are Stitchy Sticks by the Gypsy Quilter. They come with a little carrying case.
Purple case.
I mean, they're purple, so that's probably why I bought it. And we've got 3 pieces here. So we're going to figure out together what on earth I bought. We have a telescope of some kind.
Tool.
Dental tools. This looks like a little
presser.
A little presser. Yeah. Okay, so let's see what I bought, because I literally don't know. All right, we're starting here. Okay, we're starting with this Stitchy Stick. It is a stiletto, which that's common knowledge. I can figure that out. So another stilettos are good. I don't know what this thing is. This is a blunt ball tip.
Okay.
You use it to hold template pieces. Barb's lost her mind at this point. She's done. Use this. Can you see that?
To hold your template piece?
You use it to hold template pieces and small pieces of fabric steady at the iron. Okay. So I don't have to use my fingertips and burn my fingers or my fake nails off. Okay. It's also excellent for turning round edges like collars. Who makes clothing? And applique shapes. I do neither of those. So I guess I don't need this. It's pretty heavy. I don't know. But here, so Stitchy Stick number 1. There you go.
Oh, they are heavy.
Okay. And now we have this one. So this is, I can't even look at Barb anymore. This is the tapered finger. So there's that. The tapered finger.
These are multi-use.
And this is a spatula for the smallest pancakes ever. So
maybe some people used to paint.
We use the tapered finger use this as our tool, to assist in opening and finger pressing seams. Okay.
Yep.
We
Yeah,
use
that
it.
would be perfect for somebody like Karen who has to press her seams open all the time.
You mean someone who's a kook?
Yeah.
She's crazy. No, I like
Yeah.
pressing my seams open, but I don't quilt anymore, so it's really a moot point.
She does it for partial.
Used to wrap fabric around template edges for applique. Well, I don't need that. Assists in specific placement of applique. Also don't need that.
Nope.
Useful to hold glued pieces in place. I glue
Maybe.
stuff. I might use that.
Yeah.
The tiniest spatula in the world. Great for pancakes. No, I'm just kidding. It says
You're making them for your Barbie doll.
for your Barbie. It says you can use that to pry starched fabric or fused fabric off of a pressing surface. So when you fuse your decor bond to your ironing board, you have a tiny spatula. You can score. Stop laughing. You're not making this easier. Please don't read the comments. Please don't read comments right now because I'm going to lose it. Let me get through this and then you can tell me all the things you're losing. Don't read. You can score release papers when working with fusible interfacing and stabilizers. So Sue
Smith.
No, Pritt. There's too many Sues in my life. Sue Pritt. That's for you. Used to remove English paper piecing papers, foundation papers, or other bagging papers. So basically, I bought things that I have no use for. But wait, this.
Oh yeah, what's that for? A whistle?
It's a telescope. I keep closing the wrong eye. You gotta get that one open. This will be my worst viewed video on YouTube. Assist in turning fabric when paired with the blunt ball tip. Okay, where's the ball? Give me my ball back. Okay, so you.
There you go.
So I don't turn things either. So I have no use for these at all. But
they were purple.
But they were purple, and it came with a free carrying case for $50. I had to order them.
Bobby says they look like medieval torture tools.
I feel like someone these are going to be used at a crime scene.
This is a good back scratcher.
Shelley says we're
works
laughing
well.
too much.
Okay. Oh, Shelly.
Oh, well.
How could I forget about Shelly? When we were talking about the virtual retreats, Shelly, congratulations. She has perfect attendance for all four. She showed up for every day. Let's give Shelly a round of applause. So we had to let her know that.
Can you repeat the website for the zipper ruler?
Yes, because that's much more interesting than whenever I bought. Yes. Send me information. I'll buy anything, apparently.
Exactly.
I feel like that was the same night that I had a few glasses of wine and I bought a weird looking shirt too. I'm not really sure. I don't know if you can see it here, but it's more, M-O-R-E, me, M-E, no, K-N-O-W. It's moremeknow.com. Her Facebook group is So Whatever. There's a lot of super, super talented people in there. And one thing I love about that group is the drama is so low. It's like, there's always drama everywhere. Whenever you put a group of people together on the internet, there's always some, to an extent. But her group is friendly. They're not, and it's a big group, but it's not like one of these groups where you're like, oh, someone's mad about something again. There's just, it's always fun.
I just posted the link there.
Oh, Barb just posted the link for us. So, I'm going to try these out when I make another bag because I just got them in and they were on the cardboard still. I didn't even open them. And I also bought from her a marking tool. It's for vinyl. I haven't tried it out yet, but everybody talks about them and I needed to have them. So that's what I did. So thankfully Marlene was here to go grab things because I don't remember. And I'm going to go home and poke things. I don't know. I'm going to put these away and you guys will never see them again.
One for paper piecing to rip the papers off.
Absolutely. And I don't do that anymore either.
Well, now I know where to go if I need one.
Yeah, exactly. They'll be sitting here in the pile of other things that I've purchased.
Put them up high somewhere where they don't get lost.
Okay,
just in case.
Really tight.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh, what was the tube for?
For whistling. It's for turning. You use this little thing and you can turn stuff.
That, yeah.
So
tube turner.
A tube turner. I have a tube turner. So anyway, that right there is 2021 in a nutshell. We laugh too much.
Yeah.
We're kind of dumb. We do experiments that don't go anywhere, and we spend a lot of money for nothing. And by we, I mean me, because I'm the one that just keeps buying dumb stuff, and I don't know why. But I bought that, and I literally don't even remember how long it's been, because it just showed up in the mail, and I was like, I didn't order anything from Keepsake. Oh, I did, months ago. So.
Okay, question.
Yes.
Is the purpose of the Mormino ruler just for drawing the lines, for cutting, or is there more to it?
I believe it's just for drawing lines. I would not think that a rotary cutter would get you too far with this, because you wouldn't be able to get into the corners anyway.
Yeah.
You could start it.
Yeah.
You could definitely run your rotary cutter, you know, as much as you could. This one, the 7's a little thinner. It's probably like an 1/8 inch, where this one's probably like this one's a good quarter. So this one's a little thicker. It would probably be easier to cut against. But here's the thing. If I have something like this nearby, something that even if it's just a straight edge that I can cut against, I will use this as a ruler when I just need to like trim something. So if I drew this out, I would use the edge of this to cut against. I don't see why you couldn't. It's mostly for drawing. And there is a center mark too, which is nice, so you can center it. And if you wanted to make your zipper a different size, you could use the measurements here and make it a different size. I make my zippers all different sizes based on the bag. So if I was making anything 10 inches or smaller, I could use this. Because if I wanted to make an 8-inch zipper, I'm just gonna mark and kind of scoot it over. But I just thought it was a really cool thing, and I've seen concepts like this out there, but this one was just pretty, and
It is,
you know,
pretty.
so I was like, I gotta buy
I
it.
have
It's
a
purple.
comment and a question.
Yes.
Shelley just bought the rulers while you were talking. Cindy wants to know how many people participated in the handmade holiday swap.
20? 20-ish, I think it was. And I also just wanted to make a comment about that too. We're having fun today, so I don't want to be all about it, but we will do it again next year. Absolutely. You guys enjoyed it. It's fun. I would love for it to grow. You know, it definitely grew from last year. Keeping it small is fine, but you know, it's fun. I said this before, and I'm going to say it again. Please don't sign up for swaps, mine or anyone else's, if you're not going to follow through. In 2 years, we only had one person not follow through, which I think is pretty good. But again, we've kept it small. Just know your own yourself. You know, I know me. I'm not always the best at following through with things because I'm a procrastinator. I mean, if I sign up for something like that, I'm going to get it done. But you know, I'm always kind of like, oh, I have 2 more weeks. Oh, I have 3 more days. Oh, I should do it tomorrow. So, you know, we'll do it again, but don't sign up if you're not going to follow through. And if something happens, just tell me. And unfortunately, this was the first negative experience that we've had in 2 years. So let's hope that it's done and we'll move on. I did send the person who did not get a swap some gifts from me. So hopefully she gets them soon. I did not get a chance because it was so late to make them for her, which I want to make it for you on your specifications. So I picked samples of mine and I hope she likes them,
sure
you know,
she
so,
will.
but it's kind of hard because you're like in a really awkward place. So, you know, but, it was
everybody
fun.
loves it.
Everybody seemed to really love it. And if you are hesitating at all because you think you're not good enough, you think you like, you know what if they don't like what I get? Trust me, everybody likes getting a homemade gift. I got gifts yesterday from Pat and Lisa and Bonnie that they made for me. I can't tell you how excited it makes me when somebody makes me anything, because you know how it is. As soon as someone knows that you sew, they're like, well, you can do it yourself.
Yeah.
You can make it yourself. So don't feel bad about your skill level. Trust me, you're better than you think you are, and the person you're making it for is going to so appreciate it. Barb participated both years. I did not do it this year. Maybe we'll sway Marlene next year. We're trying. I don't know.
I'm that type of person that I know.
You won't. See, so Marlene knows her limitations. So she's like, I'm not going to do it because I know that I might not, you know, get it done or,
won't do it.
you know, right. So, but if you're hesitating because you're afraid that you're just not up to par, you are.
Yeah,
you
really.
100% are. And nobody in 2 years has ever said like, oh, my partner's sewing was
really.
terrible, because I will smack you. It's not allowed. Don't be mean.
Yes,
When you sign up to put your heart and your effort into something, knowing that someone else did the same for you, and that their budget and their, you know, sewing skills might not be the same as yours, but you know that going into it. So the handmade swap went really well, and I'm going to try and remind myself to remind you earlier next year, because I kind of forgot, and until someone asked me this year, and I was like, oh, I forgot we were supposed to do that. So, I don't know. I thought it was fun. So,
I did.
we'll do that again.
Yep.
So, what else? Are we, is there anything else I need to know on there?
I don't think so. I think we got past the medieval torture tools and all that stuff.
So, again,
Yeah.
we will not see you on Facebook Live
No.
for 2 Fridays. We will see you
We will miss you.
Is it the 7th?
That's the retreat.
Oh, we're gonna.
Yeah.
Oh, our
Yeah.
first one's gonna be live from our retreat.
There
That's
you
gonna be
go.
awesome. That's gonna be
Yep.
awesome. So our first. Oh my God, is that really coming up?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
3
all of a
weeks
sudden
from
it's
today.
3. Whoa.
3
Okay.
weeks.
So, holy moly. So, in the meantime, we are still shipping orders. We are open. Nothing changes on the back end. We are just not, I'm not sitting here in front of you for 2 weeks. Our first video back, we will be at our retreat, so that'll be really fun. I didn't even think about that. That's going to be awesome. So, I will see you on Facebook then. I will still be posting and doing some stuff. I don't think we have anything new coming in before the end of the year, but who
Lord
knows?
only knows.
Who knows? There is a lot of Cork here, but I think it's all replenishment. I got to get cut. Other than that, I just want to tell all of you, thank you for an amazing year. Thank you for all of your support in every way. Watching a video, buying things, just sending a friendly email. Everything you do to support me means more than you will ever know. I appreciate it. I could not have gotten through all of this, and I wouldn't keep doing this if it wasn't for you guys. So I greatly, greatly appreciate every single one of you, and so do we.
Yeah,
and I appreciate you too so much. You don't
appreciate
even
you.
know. So I know I'm an amazing
You're
boss,
amazing.
but
You are.
Sometimes.
so yeah, I have my moments. I'm
We all
still
do.
I'm still mad the Starbucks won't send me gift cards, but I'll get over it.
One of these days they may send you one.
I'm working really, really hard on quitting my job.
Yes.
So that I can spend more time making videos. I'm trying to grow that YouTube channel and give you as much content as I possibly can. So I don't know what you'll see in the next 2 weeks. Probably not much, but I'll do the best that I can. Have an amazing Christmas. Merry Christmas to all of you. Happy holidays. Happy New Year. Happy everything. And we will see you on the 7th
That's right.
Yeah.
We will.
in Lake George.
Yay!
Yay! I'm so excited. So I think that's everything. Is that it?
That's everything. Merry
And
Christmas.
Merry
everybody.
Christmas.
Thank you.
New Year.
Bye.
Bye.